10K. If y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, family. 10K. Y'all gotta know, man. We hit 10K subscribers organic, family. You know what I'm saying? We hit 10K subscribers organic, y'all. Everybody, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I'm fresh back from Africa, y'all. I'm fresh back from Nigeria. Oh, DG Air, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, I'm fresh back. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button so we can get it started. Hit the like button. Yeah, y'all, I'm fresh back from Africa. And I gotta say Africa, because on this trip, I wasn't just in Nigeria. You know what I mean? On this trip, I wasn't just in Nigeria. I also took a trip to Benin as well. So it was definitely dope, man. It was definitely, I say that everybody should go to the motherland at least once. You know what I'm saying? Go to the motherland at least once, y'all. But yeah, Benin was dope. Benin was dope. So I didn't just go to Nigeria. I was also in Benin. So my time there, it was a dope time, y'all. It was a dope time. And I came back with some, some dope beads. You know what I'm saying? Esuwale. See, they ain't got this in America, family. I ain't seen it. It ain't just the badge, you feel me? It's the So yeah, I got the Esu on one side, Wale. That's my name, Esuwale. So boom, I got the Esuwale. And I got another one that say Adigun on it. For sure. As y'all coming in, man, like the video. That's the thing, yo. When you go to Nigeria, you'll find different style beads. You know what I mean? Like you'll find different style beads. So a lot of times you'll catch beads that they might not have this style yet in America. You know what I mean? For sure. So yeah, my journey, it was a good journey though. And I got to initiate a student, a Omo war of mine. So it was definitely a lot of work. You know what I mean? Initiation is a lot of work, family. Initiation is a lot of work. For real. As y'all coming in, hit the like button. Hit the like button, family. But yeah, initiation, man, it's a lot of work. But to talk about the bead situation, when you go to Nigeria and then you travel to different parts of Nigeria, you will see different styles of bead. You know what I'm saying? You will see different style of bead, and these styles of beads have different histories behind them. You may even see different colors for different Orishas. You know what I mean? Now, beads that you see in the States, right? Some beads that you see in the States, we basically have that style because of the fact that maybe we didn't have certain colors here. For instance, you see when you see Ifa like this, like the coral, you see how the brown is different from the brown on my Ide. This color is still valid. It's just something that developed in the diaspora in the Caribbean because of the fact that it was harder to come across these beads. So they used the coral. Now, when you talk about the Lukumi style, what they say is Lukumi style, which I got those beads there in the other room. But those style that people say is Lukumi style, you will also see those beads in Nigeria. All right. And when you see the ones I'm talking about, which are the yellow and green ones, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know the beads I'm talking about, put a 1 in the chat. If you know the ones I'm talking about, put a 1 in the chat, because I want to make sure y'all understanding what I'm kicking right now. Because this is a topic that people debate in the diaspora. It's a topic that people debate. They argue about beads. They argue about beads here, y'all. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. The beads that are yellow and light green. And you see santeros and santeras, they'll have that arula on, right? So those beads that you see in that aspect, you see them in Nigeria as well, in certain parts of Nigeria. And the reason why you see those type of beads is because they are to ward off sickness. All right. So those beads, they use them to ward off sickness. You know what I'm saying? They ward off sickness. And so some elders, you will see they have them wrapped around their stomach, men or women. You'll see there's elders that some are men, and those beads are wrapped around their waist, should I say. They're wrapped around their waist. And they're wrapped around their waist because maybe that elder suffered some type of an illness, or that person, should I say, suffered a type of illness. And so they take those style beads and they put it around their waist to stop any furthering of that illness through the body. So whatever illness was in the blood or in the bones, when they wear those style bead, it stops it from spreading throughout their body. This is in Nigeria. But people would say, oh, those are Lukumi beads. So if you got those beads on and you practice Isese, you must be fake. Nah, you just don't know enough history to understand where those beads originate from. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You'll also see those type of beads at times in places that are like Osun centric. You know what I'm saying? Like in Osun State and Oshogbo, you might see them. So different parts of Nigeria. I was in Idiroko. Idiroko is in Ogun State. Idiroko was in Ogun State. So I was in Idiroko and I seen them on quite a few elders. Some had them on their wrist, and they had a double situation. So some elders that had the Ide on their wrist that you say is Lukumi, they had one on their wrist that was Isese. That is what is considered Isese. Then they had one that's considered what y'all say Lukumi. So in the end, both of them is Isese style, because we in the heart. You see? So yeah, so that's just a little, like, you pick up a lot of little information like that when you in the motherland and you actually take the time to travel to Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? Or you spend time on the continent, you will see things. You will see things. And the thing that you will see often is different bead styles. Yep. Even when you talk about Osun, you will see different style of beads to represent Osun. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely dope. And you learn a lot. You know what I mean? You learn a lot. So when I came back, I still got Nairas. You see this? I still got Nairas on me, y'all. I came back, I still got the Nairas. You know what I mean? A whole lot of Nairas. See, in Nigeria, they got the $500 they got the 500 Naira pieces, and then they got the 1,000 Naira pieces like this. This is a thou. You see? So every one of these bills, I just like showing y'all stuff. Hold up. I don't know if can y'all see it. All right, boom. Yeah, you see. So these is Nairas. Boom. There you go. 1,000 Naira. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 Naira. And then on the back, boom. Hold up. We in the back. There you go. Can y'all see it? All right, boom. So it is 1,000 Naira. One of these bills is 1,000 Naira. So yeah, I came back with Nairas, family. You want to keep Nairas in Nigeria because you don't never know when you're going to drop Nairas. You know what I mean? Just random. People be in the street just selling random stuff at anywhere that you go. So when you, especially when you ride through places like Lagos, when you ride through places like Lagos, it just be people in the street selling anything. They be in the street selling anything, y'all. I'm talking about anything. Food, car wheel covers. You know what I'm saying? They just be selling random stuff when you're in especially in Lagos. Juice. Oh, this is my juice. This is your juice. I got all the juice things. I got apple juice. Oh, you got apple juice? Yeah. I got all the juice. That's fruit punch super juice. Oh, okay. Blessings to you, Lizzie. Blessings. And the queen popped in. She about to pop back in. But yeah, y'all, you listen, when you go through Nigeria, you gotta keep Nairas. And I would suggest you keep the $500 Nairas. The 500 Nairas. Keep the 500 Nairas on you. Because if you keep the 500 Nairas on you, it's easier to break change with people. You know what I'm saying? Keep the 500 Nairas. But yeah, they be selling. And then like when you walking through Nigeria or when you driving through the city, you will see these women that they walk down the street and they carrying bags on their head. Like the bags are bigger than my arm span. Sometimes that they carrying, and they not carrying it like this. They just walking regular. You know what I'm saying? They just walking straight up. Like this Nigeria. They just be walking regular, and the stuff just stays perfectly balanced on their head. It just stays perfectly balanced on their head, family. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So it's just the stuff, like you will be amazed at what you see just traveling through any of the areas, you know. Straight up. But I'm happy to be back on live, y'all. I ain't been on live in a while. Family. So blessings to everybody on here. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to everybody on here, yo. But then the plane ride to Nigeria is not so bad. I mean, it's like 12 hours though. It's like a 12-hour plane ride. Like straight. If you taking a plane ride straight, it's like 12 hours. What's the longest y'all been on a plane? Let me say, who can do a 12-hour plane ride? Put it in the chat, y'all. Who can do a 12-hour plane ride? Because I know we got some troopers in here that they're going to ride out. Natasha says, blessings, I have to go to Africa one day. I'm telling you, Everybody should go at least once. Who think they can do it though? Oh, Kimberly, you did 11. Where did you go? 11 hours. Where did you go? Anna said her longest was probably 6 hours. All right, so double it. Anna, you got, if you did 6, you got double. You got to double that. DG said I did a plane ride to Nigeria from ATL. Okay. Bet. Like, when I tell you, I mean, when you go 4 hours, so Natasha said 4 hours is the longest I've been, but I could handle it, especially if it's to go to Africa. Okay. Kimberly said from Germany and Korea. Damn. Germany and Korea. Yeah, that's far. But what I would say is like on those international flights to Africa, they take care of you on them flights. They take care of you on them flights. Like, you be eating all type of pasta, penne. You know what I mean? I was in there eating tiramisu. Yeah, look, see? Oh, I appreciate you, Alex. Yeah, I've been grinding for a long time, y'all. I've been grinding for a long time. Hold on, where we at? DG said the TV and the food made it easy. Over 500 movies to watch. I'm telling you.
Oh, snap.
I'm telling you. See, Kimberly know about them international flights. Yes, they do. You get real meals. Yep, you get real meals.
Real deal.
I'm telling you, I was eating pasta penne. I was in there eating
pesto from now on.
I was in there eating, what is it, pesto?
Mm-hmm.
I was in there eating pesto. I was in there eating all that.
Mm-hmm.
I was eating tiramisu. I was mad bougie, y'all. A whole menu. I was bougie. I was bougie on the plane. Yes, certified Naija. Yes, I am. I was bougie on the plane. I was eating. I can't even pronounce it, but it was some type of Indian rice, barami. I don't know what they. I don't know.
Basmati?
Yeah, that. Whatever she said, I was eating it. Whatever she said, I was eating it.
I gotta be in here for you with these cameras.
With tiramisu. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, put it down because now we look at that is spirit.
My cats is going crazy. I don't know what's wrong with them.
They wilding all the time.
They fight. They just be playing too much.
See.
You want this one?
No, like that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just coach.
Oh,
I love you. Yeah, that's just coach.
What did she do?
That's Doria there. Yeah, that's just coach.
Got a melanated cat and she crazy.
Yeah, we got a black cat now.
And she wild.
Eshu, boy, she shit. Eshu said that we needed to get a black cat, so we got a black cat.
Yes. It's just your baby.
I did not want no more cats.
I was pushing for a black cat.
She wanted a cat. She had been wanting a cat.
A black cat. Nice. Random one.
She wanted some Salem cat.
Yeah. I wanted something to be called Salem. That's all I wanted to do. And then it was close though because her name was Spirit. I was like, oh,
we adopted her. Her name is Spirit.
Yeah.
That's what the adoptee name was. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Ifá.
Yeah, Alex, you can book the service online. Yeah, I got it on my site. But yeah, I got a black cat. Now, I didn't really want a cat, but she wanted a cat. And then Eshu said we needed to get a cat.
That was perfect.
And then when we went to adopt it, the name is Spirit.
Mm-hmm. It was between two black cats.
Yeah.
It was Ursula and Spirit.
Right.
And you got Spirit.
We got Spirit.
Ursula wouldn't have been terrible. But she ain't Spirit, though.
She ain't Spirit.
She ain't Spirit. She will never be Spirit.
Yeah. So that's how I ended up with another cat. Because when Orishas tell you stuff, you just do it. You just do it. You know what I mean?
Orunmila sees way down the line.
Orunmila sees way, way down the line, y'all.
You know, it might be weird, but there's a reason why it was said. Orisha knows.
But yeah, I was talking about the flight. I was watching movies on the flight. I was watching The Joker. You know, that's my movie.
What did you say? You told me to watch.
I was watching Bug's Life on the flight. I ain't gonna lie.
A Bug's Life?
I was watching a Bug's Life.
It's the original. If you don't know about Bug's Life.
Y'all know that? Y'all don't know about that. Everybody on here, y'all too young. Y'all don't know about A Bug's Life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Roosters. With Eshu. Eshu love his roosters. So, yeah, DG, some people, yeah, you could have baggage problems. I never ran into that, though. But I've heard about it. Alafiani, Darren. We in here.
Live on Facebook. Should go live on Facebook.
Not really. You could.
On my phone, like on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Be like celebrating.
Alafiani. But yeah, y'all. They got decent music on there. Most times I was listening to Bob Marley radio.
Yeah, Mama, don't worry. Hey,
I was listening to Bob Marley radio. You know, three little birds.
3 little birds.
Yeah, but my song is Roots Rock Reggae.
What's that?
Roots Rock Reggae. This is reggae music.
I know, you just put me on. I never heard that one. I never heard that. You didn't even try the orange mango. That's good for you.
It's too much.
Apple juice is nice and smooth.
But yeah, y'all. The flight to Africa is not that bad. See, look, Natasha know that song.
Somebody knew the song.
That's the reggae music. Yeah. That's a classic.
No way.
That's a classic. DG talking about Chicken Republic. You know about it, though.
What's it?
You know about Chicken Republic now.
What's the Chicken Republic?
They where everybody go spend their Nairas.
What?
The Chicken Republic.
What's that?
Somewhere where I don't eat.
I don't even eat that.
I don't eat the Chicken Republic. I don't eat chicken.
I don't even eat that.
I don't eat chicken, but I know what you're talking about.
That's funny.
I know what you're talking about.
It's the Republic of Chicken. It's crazy.
Chicken Republic. Yeah, that's like I want to say it's like like similar to like almost churches or something. What's the closest that you would say that Chicken Republic? He know about the chicken. He been to Nigeria. You only know about Chicken Republic if you've been to Nigeria. They love Chicken Republic.
Is it a restaurant, like a fast food?
Yeah, like it's like a real restaurant.
It's like like churches.
Yeah, like in churches.
I don't know.
Chicken Republic is like churches.
No.
I think I seen a restaurant called Chicken King. Called Chicken King.
It did not. It was already a Chicken King. It's copyright infringement.
Where? On a movie?
In Nigeria. Oh, wait. You talking about it was on a movie?
Nah, I seen it in real life. It's like
in Nigeria?
Yeah.
They ain't say no Chicken King. They can't use
They
it.
got you. They ain't gotta follow no law over here.
This
They said this is Nigeria.
is Nigeria.
Yo, one time I was in the KK. Y'all know a KK, the tricycle. And I'm in Nigeria on the KK on my last trip. And they was driving crazy. You know what I mean? Like not even just my KK driver, but people on the road. It's hectic. And the people, like a person that I was with, he had yelled out, "This is Nigeria. We ain't got insurance. We ain't got insurance. This is Nigeria."
This is Nigeria. So,
we was out in the KK. But on this trip, I was on the motorbike most of the time. On a motorcycle. I was on a motorcycle, y'all. And we was riding. We was riding on the motorcycle. Straight up. See, when you are out wolves, you keep these around.
In the baggies.
You know it. Y'all know what this is.
That's when you hit the if you know, you know.
If you know what this is, then you know it.
Know it. I want to know if somebody who do know what it is, know what it actually is. How many owls actually know what?
I don't even get into it. I ain't gonna get into it. If you know, they know. You know this. You know what I mean? I just be having stuff around.
I think I should.
This is a shrine room, so it just be mad stuff in here.
Brandon called this the shining room.
Right. The shining room.
That's what we call it, the shining room.
It is the shining room.
It's the shining room.
Straight up.
He be saying mad wild and stuff though, that like Baba Esha. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
No, I didn't get any when I was there, DG. See, when I be there, I got strict taboos on diet. So
what's chin chin?
Some I'm not. You know what I did have? Egbe.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I did have Egbe.
Every time you say that, I'm like, it's called go. My car go.
150 swiftly. Reckon buy a new one. Your crew run. Your crew run. I had some Egbe when I was there.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's just wrong. In so many ways.
Yeah, do y'all know Egbe?
Egbe.
If you know it, put it in the chat now. Put it in the chat. If you ate Egbe, tell me. Put it in the chat.
Everybody don't eat no Egbe. If you know what it is, they can say it. But
if you ate Egbe, just say it.
That's just not even cool.
Don't be ashamed that you ate Egbe now.
That's nasty.
She ain't know about no Egbe.
That's nasty. I'm not eating no Egbe. I'm not eating.
She can't eat it.
I cannot. I will not. That's just wrong. And somebody like, I'll try to put it in my hair.
That one is seasoned.
But the way you say it though, it's like it's mad good.
It is. Egbe is good.
It is not good.
See, they don't know about Egbe. They don't know.
You know what Egbe is? Egbe? How do you say it? Is it
Egbe?
Egbe?
Egbe.
Egbe? Do you know it?
It's good though.
Do you know it?
It's good.
I can't believe it. She hit that 10,000. It's crazy.
Yeah, family. We hit the 10,000 mark, y'all.
Whoa! We should have a little clapper thing around here somewhere.
Yeah, something like
yeah. You know, no, for real.
We hit that 10K on them. You heard? 10K. Everybody gotta have one of these on deck.
Better have one.
See, I just be having random spiritual stuff laying around. Y'all don't be knowing what's in this background.
It's a lot in here.
It's a lot of stuff. Some stuff in this background you can't see it. But yeah, we hit the 10K mark.
Authentically.
Yes.
10K.
We hit the 10K
That is
mark
amazing.
authentically. We didn't buy 100,000 subscribers
Nobody
overnight.
bought subscribers. That's a wilding thing. When you show me that people do that, it really blew my mind. Because I already am not a fan of social media, but I'm like, bro, you're gonna actually buy people to look at you
And then celebrate it. It's diabolical.
That's diabolical. You celebrate it like that's like running a race, and then you went to the front. It was like, oh, look
like
at
you
me,
rigged,
y'all
like you rigged
ran.
the race.
Yeah,
and
you
then
rigged the race.
You celebrated it.
And was happy about it. It's crazy. But hey, how will they know?
So
how are they ever gonna know?
I want to break down. Look, Felix is cracking up.
Cause it's wild.
I'm saying like I ain't. This organic. This grassroots.
I've watched it.
This is the spiritual streets. This the underground. Like we deal with the raw. We deal with the real. We don't deal with all that commercial mainstream stuff. So if my platform don't grow as fast as other people who buy subscribers and all of that, you know what I mean? I don't care.
Do the work.
Big organic. You already
Big
know.
Organic. Do the work.
No bot gang. No bot gang.
No
You heard? No bot gang. I want to break down a spiritual aspect of this money. Money. Now you be seeing people be selling. I don't want to say it because she hate it. They be selling that. You know what they be selling?
What they be selling?
What they be selling?
I don't know.
They have fake ancestor money.
No. And we want to talk about something diabolical. That's what needs to be brought up because I know damn well. No.
I'm about to go there.
No.
I'm about to go there.
I should pull it up. I'm so mad.
I'm about to go there, y'all.
That's a real thing. Y'all better not. You better to F not. That's what I was saying.
We're gonna get into the science.
Ain't no way.
We're gonna get into the science of this money.
That is wild.
She don't like that ancestor money stuff.
That is wild. And because what? Well, y'all just wasting trees.
Just burning paper.
Just burning paper is so.
Now, let me break something down to the family. When you use this money, it's things that you do with the money, right? So let's pretend that this right here is OB, right? So y'all know what OB is. Either cola nut, bitter cola. When we talking Isheshe, it's OB. So you will put the OB in the money like this. Then you will do this, and then you will pray. You will pray inside of it. You know what I mean? So that's a big thing that we do with money in Ifa. We pray. We use the money to pray inside of the stuff. You know, wrap your prayers in abundance so they can flow abundantly. Also, they do stuff like they'll touch you with the money.
What's the science behind that?
They put the money under Oponi Fa when you're doing Ebo as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that you can do with money that's not burning it to ancestors that never even used that currency.
Oh my
God.
Of them, no, all of them.
It's
Let's
Chinese
start there.
money.
All of them is Chinese.
It's Chinese.
It's not Japanese. It's not Korean. It's not Taiwanese.
It's Chinese money. I don't know. Some Chinese ancestor
with
money.
Genghis Khan's replica on the front of it because it's not Genghis Khan. I don't know who that is, but it be red all the time, and they just use it and they selling it. They keep buying that shit.
That's what I'm telling you. They selling it because they keep buying it.
Hey, it is not selling it. That is wrong.
They keep selling it. They keep buying.
I better not. I don't care what practice you in. I don't care what you practice. It don't even have to be an ATI. Stop getting that damn ancestral money.
Yeah. Hold up. Crack God said, if you know, you know.
You do. That's why
I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm saying this ain't a mainstream platform.
So messed up.
This is for the real workers.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we do it for. But yeah, you take
somebody will get mad about that.
Now you can if you in America, you can take $1 or like $5 bill. You can pray and do the same thing with the money. But it's real good if you have Naira. You know what I'm saying? It's real good. Now another form of money, you can pass 2 of them. So, So another form of money is cowries.
Cowrie.
You see?
One of the original forms of
One
money.
of the original forms of money that they used to trade. Hold up, DG said I got some Naira with me now.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, you know.
So boom, these cowries, this is the original money that was used for trade in West Africa, right? So you can give cowries to Orisha as money. So let's say you feed in Eshu. See, I'm about to give y'all a game real quick. I'm about to give y'all some game. As Eshu priest, I'm gonna give you some game. This is what you do, family. You give Eshu a bank. All right. You make Eshu a bank. So take a calabash, or what in Lukumi they say a hikara. You take the calabash and you give it to Eshu, and you let Eshu know, I'm gonna be depositing into this calabash as your bank so that you can always bless me with prosperity. And when you go to serve Eshu, you drop a couple cowries in. It don't have to be a lot, 2 at a time, 3 at a time. You can drop the cowries inside of the calabash and let Eshu know, Eshu, may you always be my banker that I never lack. You know what I'm saying? And then you give Eshu the cowries inside the calabash. Just like that. You know what I mean? Knows. And Eshu will appreciate it because this is original money. So the Orishas recognize this is money. This is what Orisha recognizes money. If you read Pataki, that's what they do.
Yeah, they doing the makeup tutorials.
Right. Okay. Put me on game, right?
Nah, I'll just be watching it.
So if you read the stories, stories called Itan, but in Lukumi they say Pataki. But if you read the stories that come through Aaron de Lagun, you will often see them paying for things with cowries. And it'll say like a crazy number, like, or y'all paid 20,000 cowries for this, and that. They're talking about these. All right. So the Orishas recognize cowrie as money. Big time. So that's just a little thing that I gave y'all. You can give cowries to Eshu, make him a bank with a calabash, and just let it build up over time. You know what I mean? And tell Eshu to bless you back. And Eshu will do it.
It would be a good idea to do so.
Now I'm gonna give y'all another freebie, right? You can take these cowries and you can make a bank to your Egbe. Let's say if you always keep losing money, you have a hard time where money is just falling out your hand or falling out your pocket, right?
Putting a hole in your pocket.
Putting a hole in your pocket. And it may be because your Egbe is taking your money small, right? Take these cowrie and give it to your Egbe in the calabash, and let the Egbe know, Egbe, I'm bringing you money. Please don't take my money. I'm bringing you money, Egbe. So you don't have to take my money because I'm bringing you money. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that you can do, dealing with Egbe. Black Widow Row, congratulations on a 10K. You are an amazing teacher and your wife is beautiful with great wisdom. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate you, Brujo. For sure.
Shout out 10K. Shout out
for sure. Yeah, we hit the 10K organically,
validly.
So for stuff like this, how I'm teaching this type of stuff, really, I keep that in the class. You see? This is like stuff I would teach my students. But since everybody on here, y'all, if you on this 10K stream, then you my peoples, because you here to celebrate.
That part.
I ain't put on here that I'm dropping jewels today. I just said we celebrate and I hit 10K. So if you on here, that means you rock with me. So that means take some gems. Better your practice, better your life. You know what I mean?
Pick up some of these gems.
You drop them, pick them up. So yeah, but actually, I'm gonna be opening the opportunity for new students to come, but only for like a brief time. So that window is gonna close real fast.
I think that's a good thing. It verifies like who's really serious about it,
Right?
And it's really good. Like, it's really good classes. It's a very beneficial class. Everybody's not sending you into the world with something beneficial. It's the difference of having like a boss and like a boss like you. Like, I like that boss because that boss actually took the time to give you like the real juice of the job. Instead of just saying, I'm expecting you to pay or work for me so I can pay you type thing.
Yeah.
So it's a really good thing.
Yeah. So with the class, like I just initiated a student, so I will be opening the gate for a few more people, and then I'm going to close the gate like all year. Because with me, I like to focus on the students that come through. I don't like to run it where it's like, you know, we ain't able to focus on people that want to learn and this and this and this. So the serious people, we can get it in. Natasha, I heard the driving. Yes, the driving is crazy in Nigeria, but you know what's crazy? They have less deaths on the road than the United States.
You were just saying that today.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was talking to my father about that. They have less deaths on the road in Nigeria than we have in America.
That's wild.
And they drive way crazy. Like, ain't a lot of stop signs, ain't a lot of stoplights. So really, you only see those things when you're in like government areas, I guess you could say, like affluent. That's better. You know. But yeah, the driving is wilding, y'all.
I have not seen it yet. He said they get close, but man, it's not to hit each other.
Yeah, did you know they get close, but man, it's not to hit.
Anytime you record, like, send me a video or show me, I was about to die for you. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Right.
I'm about to walk.
I was sending her videos of being in Nigeria. But it looks crazy.
It do look wild. Oh, okay, that's what it was up on.
You see what being an was?
Just got random stuff. I'm not even gonna lie, so much random stuff.
You see what this is?
But it has its place.
It's a shrine room.
Yeah.
You understand?
Spiritual stuff. It's not spiritual stuff.
But yeah, it's the driving is chaotic, but like
but like what? You don't get hit.
You don't get hit.
How not?
I don't know how they do it, but they be not getting hit.
Like them cartoons when they just be going in and out of the traffic and then nobody gets.
You know what? It's not a real place.
You know what? I'm about to you. It's not really a real place.
It's not a real place.
I don't know the way that the sky look when you do call me in video. It looked like it's not like it's in a movie or something.
Because in the East, it's like it's a different vibe, and when you go to Africa, you closer to the equator. You right there.
Yeah, basically, right? I want to see it.
Yeah, you right there.
The sky looks like it looks like the way the Virgin Islands water do. You know how the water in Virgin Islands. I ain't been there neither, but still, it's just from what I've seen, it looks super clear.
The sky looked like your ancestors could just talk to you.
Oh my God! Like Mufasa,
the sky in Africa looked like.
That's a good reference, though. The ancestors just talk to you right there. Orisha, they just start talking.
So Imazi says, "What's your thoughts on seeing pythons in dreams? When you see snakes in dreams as transformation, you're going through a transformative time in your life." So when you start seeing snakes, whether in a dream or your waking life, be ready for transformation, shedding away the old skin of your old life. And some of those changes might be scary. Some of those changes might be uncomfortable, but know that they're necessary and they're going to come regardless, whether you like it or not. Those changes are coming.
Oh, you know what?
Yes. Appreciate you, Natasha. Appreciate you. We hit the 10K organic. See, I always gotta use the word organic.
Organically.
You know why? Because I'm bougie right now, and I just came back from Africa, and everything I was eating was organic.
That's it. Nah, how can I use copy link? I'm gonna put this in the chat.
Yo, DG said, what about monkeys with chains trying to kill you in a dream? You need to call the Powerpuff Girls and get more Jojo. And get more Jojo.
Sound like you got some enemies there.
If a monkey trying to kill you in a dream, you need to call the Powerpuff Girls and get
so
more Jojo. You heard?
He ain't going against no monkeys.
Now, but monkeys show like ingenuity. The need to use tools to like change your environment. The need to use tools to transform the world around you. Things like that can monkeys can show. And the need to not take life so serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Do what needs to be done. Do what needs to be done.
I didn't know about monkeys. I never looked at.
Yeah.
And well, I didn't know that that's what they meant because I don't see a lot of monkeys around.
You gotta call Powerpuff Girls.
You know,
you gotta call them. Or the Rowdy Rough Boys. I don't know which one.
No, they never.
The Rowdy Rough Boys?
They never hit like they thought they was going to hit.
They hit for me?
No, I bet the hell they did.
You better hit them Rowdy Rough Boys. Latasha's still laughing at this fake ancestor money.
Because don't even piss me off. That is annoying. Ooh.
It is, the ancestor money is fake. You need to get the real Naira. Okay.
It's a real thing, and they really be selling it in bulk for a lot of money. And y'all, please don't buy that.
Don't buy that. It's cat.
That's all cat.
If you dealing with African-based spirits, use African currency. If you want to do that, like you can use your currency, but don't burn it.
I was about to say, but what's burning gonna do for it?
Don't burn it.
Why is you burning the money?
Yeah, I don't know.
Away your wealth?
Don't burn it. But you can use it to pray inside, or you take these cowrie, and y'all already know what I told you with these. Okay, so you take the cowrie or you take the, because this was a currency used in many parts of West Africa, not just Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Togo. They all was using cowries.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
There's that.
You know what I mean?
There's that.
But yeah, let me see. Yeah, when you in Nigeria, you hear horns beeping all the time. It's just.
I'd be so mad.
Just the horns are going to beep. They ain't even really beeping at you necessarily. They just beeping to let people know you around.
Right. It's time.
So, Ima says, what is the importance of one knowing and honoring their family deity? Okay. So, let's get into that. Because in Ifá, you have head Orishas. You have Orishas that are part of your Odu Ifá. Then you have Orishas that are lineage-based Orishas, or Orishas that guard a town or a village. Okay? It's important. You can find out elders, especially when you go through initiation, you can ask them to look into those things for you with the Ikin Ifá. What I would say is this. When you have a family deity and you honor it, it brings a lot of power into your Ashe. Because when you have a family deity, it's one that it's guardian of your lineage. So to honor that deity starts to put Ashe behind everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
You know? For instance, my Orisha is Eshu and Osun, but my family deity is Obatala. Mm-hmm. That is the one who guards my home. That is the one who guards my lineage, Obatala. And so we always give praise to Obatala in this home. Yeah. You always give praise to Obatala. Well, we do. Or if you find out your family deity, that one, you will feed it, sometimes even on behalf of your mother, your father, your children, your spouse. Your spouse should go to it. If you find out an Orisha that is your family deity, your spouse should be going to that Orisha with you, the same way they will go to your head Orisha. But now some people, they don't know their family deity, and it's not going to make or break your practice. But it definitely does add a sense of power to what you're doing. For sure. But like I said, it's not like it's going to make or break you. And in fact, in Nigeria, you even can see some people, they initiate and they don't really even know their main Orisha. And this is because they're going by Orisha by committee, where like the Orishas in their Odu Ifa is who they deal with. You know what I'm saying? So DG says, what's the solution when you're being attacked by your mother or father's altar? You having problems with Egungun?
Is that in your dream that you having? Like, or is that what you mean attacked by a father or mother altar? Because I don't.
If you have anything that have problem, even if it's a dream or waking life with your mom or your dad, we got to dig into Egungun. Something is going on. It's a lot of reasons that can be, but a lot of times it's going to stem from something with, you might need to receive a whole Egungun masquerade, not just an Opaiku, not just a Mesa Blanca, not just a Boveda, an actual masquerade shrine. Or you might need to initiate to Egungun. So that be Egungun issues. Amma says, yeah, so do you know anything about people's family being from water spirits? Yeah. You got some people whose their family lineage is Osun. Like even when you look at Oshogbo, that town is Osun. So you have people they born from that, It's Osun. So yeah, but that's just a little bit of insights where maybe people don't talk about as much in the culture, because they think everything is not so cut and dry. When you go to these places, the lines start to get blurred. You know what I mean? On what's what, meaning every place doesn't do things the same. When you go to Benin, you will see Ifa, but they practicing it different. When you go to certain places along these borders, you will see fusions of Ifa, fusions of other cultures like voodoo. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it looks a little different than you used to. But ultimately, Ifa is in effect. Ifa is in effect. Yeah. The altars in Benin, man, they those altars are mad dope, yo. I seen 2 different temples in Benin. One was from the king of Shakate, Benin. So I went to his temple, and I seen some stuff in there that's real exclusive, and none of that stuff is on camera. It cannot be. He got some stuff in there that can't be on camera because it's raw like that.
And that temple where they have the snakes, is that you can take your phone in there?
In the snake temple, yeah. Yeah. But because that's like, okay, it's a temple, but they made it for being touristy, and when they want to do real stuff, then real stuff happens in there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they bring in what they need.
Right.
But yeah, these other places ain't for tourists. It's just for people who in the practice and you doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I seen some shrines in Benin that's really lit. Like lit. I seen some stuff, boy. They got deities in Benin that's part of Ifá that you don't even hear about in Nigeria. Because it's technically a voodoo spirit, but they may call it Orisha in this side of Benin because it's so close to Yoruba land. So those people are Yorubas. Technically, they're Yorubas. They speak Yoruba from Yoruba lineage, but it's just the fact that like Owita is not so far. Fon people are close and they're mixing in and they blend in. Egbe people. So boom, this is where you get these little fusions that take place.
Yeah.
I went to that Eshu temple.
Yeah, that was there. That was nice.
Yeah.
You said the Uber is called Boat.
Yeah, they have something there called Boat. But yeah, the Eshu temple is dope. They have Eshus that you will not see anywhere else. I ain't even going to get into what they look like. Y'all just gotta go.
You just gotta see
y'all just gotta go. You know, if y'all rocking with Big Brujo, I'll take you there.
Right. You get to see it. So
yeah, y'all can see it. Right. Because them places that I'm talking about, it's not for tourists. You know what I'm saying? It's just for people who initiated and came through. And like, if you know them.
You got that link like that. You got to connect.
Yeah, in Voodoo you see Fa. So in Benin you'll see Fa. And in Fa is Ifá divination. They even throw their version of Opweli. But in Benin, they might throw the Opweli backward like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they throw Opweli, but they'll do it different.
Really?
And it's interesting because now this is something that, you know, is not confirmed nor denied. But in speaking to people from there, when I asked, like, why do you throw Opweli backwards, right? Basically, Odu Ifa have two, like, okay, an Odu Ifa have two sides. So let's say if you take like I don't know any Odu, like Warren Sogbe, Warren Ogbe, Warren Ogbe. Then there's a side that's Ogbe or Warren on the back side. So I guess you could say the theory is that we can solve your problems by dealing with the backside of this Odu as well. You see what I'm saying?
Which is helpful though.
Yeah.
You do get an Odu to be able to know the backside of the Odu.
I was always taught to know the backside of your Odu too. And to know the Medjis that, you know, like if your Odu is a Warren Sogbe, well, you should know a Warren Meji, you should know Ejiogbe, right? Then you should know a Warren Sogbe, then you should know Ogbe or Warren. Because they say that, let's say if you're having issues solving problems from the initial Odu, you can solve the problems on other aspects of that Odu. Now that's just, what I've heard from people around. So that's not saying that that's what it is or what it ain't, but it makes sense to me. And they're doing it, so can't really argue with their way.
Let's see if it's getting the work done. It's working.
And then some things develop differently, like Amma says. Some things is just tribal. Like whatever they did it for, it had a purpose.
That's way more bitter than apple juice.
It's bitter.
Myself, it is bitter.
I would not drink it.
You're not gonna drink it.
I would not drink it.
It is very bitter.
But yeah. So that's like a thing that you will see in going into Benin. Then the way they keep the Orishas, a lot of times they keep them in a so it's like concrete, like a cylinder with a door, and the door have like a caged opening, kind of, you could say. Then a cylinder around, like a cylinder shape, and they'll open they'll open the door, and the Orisha be sitting in the middle, or the voodoo will be sitting in the middle of the place, like towards the back. That's where they go and they serve them. So it's pretty dope. And they'll have a lot of them, they'll have a court, and they're all around like that. Yeah.
And they be their temples.
That's how they do their temples. Yeah.
That's in Benin.
Okay. Yes, it's lit, y'all. So, you see stuff like that. And then they got other deities, and once you cross that border, that you will see like Zangbeto, stuff like that. But you can't see Zangbeto unless Zangbeto is out. Yeah.
Is that like a time of day?
No, it's like when they bring Zangbeto out for like festival, or whoever's a priest of Zangbeto can see him.
Oh yeah, we talked to Zangbeto. It was creepy because of the voice, but it was nice. I can feel it. Feel it. I told you, look at your mouth. I seen it.
So A says, when y'all gonna have kids? When Obatala and Osun bless us, we will have it.
We already got kids. No.
We got a lot of kids.
We already got a lot of kids.
So Amma says, what Orisha deals with the power of heart? I mean, you could say Shango, you could say Osun. Odu Ifa is ultimately going to determine which one is appropriate for that time. Because there's times when Ogun can bring the power of heart, you know what I mean? Then if you're talking about heart in a medical sense, it's times that a gungun will bring you back to life when you're on the brink of death. Literally empower your heart and you back. So it gets deep. That's what I mean when I say like Orisha is not so cut and dry. When you start to like go to other places and you see how they move and what they represent.
It's swollen out here.
Infamous knowledge says salute to the queen beside you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, you always gotta have a queen beside you. It's a facts of life. It's an edgy old bit. So yeah, when you guys get into other parts of the continent or that side of Africa, you're gonna see how they look at spirituality, and you're gonna see that things are not so cut and dry. In the diaspora, we try to make everything like this by the book.
Just because the diaspora want to have some. Everybody like to be in like a it's not only the look at me, or it's all like I'm the power or something, but it's also like we have a lot of wanting to stick with one type of thing a lot of the time. So you might be going to hear that it's from Osun, but it's not.
Yeah.
You know, they want to focus on one type of deity. You get comfortable with them, and you just stay with them. You don't realize how essential all of the Orisha are.
Right. They are.
And everything.
And they all can do similar things at different times. Because Ogun can bring you fertility, but so can Oya. So can Oshun, so can Obatala, so can Eshu. Eshu's represented as the phallus. He can't bring you fertility? Of course he can. It just depends on which one is appropriate based on the Odu Ifa being spoken of in this time.
I was going to say it depends on the Odu. If there's so many Odus that have so many roles and positions they played at that time, how are you going to say it belongs to one person? One Orisha.
You're not Orisha. This is where, like, for instance, Obatala, it's times when Obatala is a warrior. So there's times when it is Obatala who will strike your enemies in death. Strike them down. Pop, 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 pop. But that's a thing that you associate to his son, Shango. But in this Ebo, it's speaking of Obatala being the one to come banging hammers down.
Or Orunmila, when he cuts the many throats of his enemies.
This is another one. Sometimes it's Ifa. See, because everybody try to make it like Orunmila don't fight or something. No.
Orunmila is not Jesus.
Orunmila is not Jesus. Or it's times when Orunmila himself pick up the sword and start striking enemies down on their behalf. Facts.
You was telling me that the other day. I was like, oh my God, Orunmila. Not Orunmila. But it is true, because you got to think about it.
Yeah.
Ifa's got to be tough.
Orunmila can defeat your enemies too. It just depends on the Odu Ifa that's speaking. It's times when Orunmila don't fight. But then it's time when Orunmila cut the throats of his enemies.
That's why Iwapele is important.
It's why Iwapele is very important.
Iwapele.
Because it's balanced character. It don't mean be a doormat. Iwapele doesn't mean, oh, everybody just walk on me and then you're not a monk. You're only sheshe. We come from warriors. You go to Africa, they got scars on their face. You see me, I got scars on my wrist. You be a warrior. So there's time to fight and a time to not. Iwapele is not good character, it's balanced character. So if I'm peaceful for 6 days out the week, on this 7th day might be the day that war have to strike now. Bring the balance. That's Iwapele. Now Iwarere, that's when it's just good, sweet character. Iwapele is not that. It's balanced. Balance. You see balance? Not one way. Because that's when you become a doormat and then you don't go nowhere in life. It's a balanced character. Iwarere is where you should live in most of the time. Where you're harmonious with your environment, with your family, your wife, your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Moral.
You're being moral. Humane.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You're being a good person. Iwarere. Iwapele. No, that's balanced character. Don't be one way all the time.
My daddy used to say, you gotta know when to bust your gun. That's Iwapele.
Yes, Iwapele is you gotta know when to bust your gun.
You can get a permit for it if you want to.
Yeah, like a OG told me, you gotta keep your gangster in your back pocket. You know what I mean? Like
it's there.
It's there. We can pull it out. Like you want to see it? You know what I mean? You gotta keep your gangster in your back pocket. You can't walk around with your gangster on Front Street all day and No, you gotta keep it in your back pocket. And when it's time, boom, there it go.
You gotta know when your bark should be bigger than your bite.
Exactly.
You ain't always gotta bite.
Exactly.
You know when that bark is just good enough. You go off parables all day.
It's all parables, right?
It's not just Africa that has the what do they call it?
Parables and what they call it?
Right, what do they call it?
I don't know.
What is they called? We say it all the time because he always says something. Proverbs. Yeah, like African proverbs. It's not just like a bird in the bush. It's better than one in the hand. Two birds in the bush. I don't know if that's saying it. But Black people have it too. Black Americans.
We're a conscious couple. So we conscious. We conscious.
We conscious. That's
we conscious couple. We just be throwing parables around one day.
Hey man, don't let that money brother hurt me. Don't spit it all in one place now. Come back. Yeah,
she be dropping parables all day. I swear to God. I swear to God. You see, she wrapped her white. Her hair wrapped her white. It's old Batala.
Orisha. This is their second nature. Like now.
She is Osun or Batala. So she just be dropping stuff all day.
Just come in my head.
Wait. You ain't show me. See, I got her one too.
Man, I love it. Check the fit. You ain't got these. No.
See, look. See, she got the drawing that say Ifa.
Oh, Ifa. I love it.
I brought her back one from Africa.
I love the gifts. It's beautiful. I love it. Olokun, but I'm taking my time learning.
This dog wanna go. He wanna go outside.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Ifa.
But yeah, y'all. It's like that. But yeah, that Iwa belly thing, man. Because people be trying to use that to manipulate stuff. No. Balance character. Don't play. Balance. If that scale lean too much to one side, believe it's gonna get tipped. Believe that. Even Jesus flipped the table. Even Jesus Cristo flipped the table now. Yes, even Jesus Cristo flipped the table. So Natasha said, my head Orisha is Olokun, but I'm taking my time to learn. I know you've seen some interesting things. Yeah, I've seen a lot of interesting things. I seen Olokun while I was there. I seen Olokun in Benin. Yoruba. So we're learning Yoruba. I got people that can teach Yoruba in my class. I have people in Nigeria that can teach Yoruba. Yeah. Like they do this. They got a curriculum. So they got a whole curriculum set out and they teach Yoruba. They're educators. Olokun is a good Orisha to have. Olokun is a good head Orisha. Olokun brings wealth. And if you close to Olokun, you close to Orisa Aje. If you close to Olokun, you close to Orisa Aje. You know what I mean? So Aje brings wealth and abundance. Aje brings wealth and abundance. So that's a money Orisha. But Aje is not just money. Aje, when Ifa speaks about wealth, Ifa also speaks about a stable home, meaning wife, children, you know what I mean? Overall comfortability, things like that. Financial comfort. These are things that Aje, when you speak of wealth from a Yoruba perspective, it means. It doesn't just mean, oh, it's about money. No. It's more than that. Aje is more than money. What they call owo. Owo is what they call money. Owo. Aje is more than Owo. Owo is just money. See, this is Owo, right? It's money. Aje is how you see my wife. That's Aje now. That's when we get into Aje. Wealth, true wealth and stability is a family. You know what I mean? Is a stable unit in the home. That is what Orisa Aje brings. Not just this. This is fiat. This is just Owo. Aje is more than Owo. So I'm just telling you that so y'all can understand the difference. Aje is more than Owo. Owo is just money. Aje is a stable home, wife, children, comfortable career path. You know what I mean? Aje, wealth, comfort. You can relax. You can move comfortably. Not because you're rich, but because you are comfortable. It's Aje, it's wealth. That is the power of Orisa Aje. So when people say like, oh, Aje is money, it's just money. This is money. This ain't any deities can bring this. Anything can bring this. Is just fiat. Aje is the wealth abundance that comes with the unit. Health. If you got good health, Aje. It's wealth. Health is wealth. Check. Health is wealth, right? So you got good health in your blood and your bones. You can walk. You can breathe air. There's nothing obstructing it. Aje. You having wealth. And also you having what's called aiku, longevity, because you have good health. So that's just a little bit of Yoruba wisdom, so that y'all know the difference. Like when people say blessings, if you hear a reading and let's say you get an Ifá reading, in that Ifá reading it says blessings of Aje. The blessing of Aje is not just money. It's more than money. So I will let the queen break it down. Mm-hmm. So, Owo. I'm talking about Aje. Aje. Is this just Aje?
No.
Okay.
That's how it can be used in everything, in every ritual.
Okay. That's how it can be used in everything. In what? Ritual. Okay. Everything in every ritual. This is not just, that's just Owo. What is Aje?
When Ifá gave me the name Ifafolarin, they said, walking with wealth. Mm-hmm. I didn't think of money when I heard that, because that's not what Ifá is speaking of. Wealth is, I would say it's everything, but I guess it might not be to everybody, you know. But wealth is beauty, it's happiness, it's patience, it's money, it's ashe, it's peace, is everything in one. As wealth, your happiness, the abundance of family, abundance of people who care about you as wealth. It's actually what it means to be rich. So if you don't understand Aje, remember that saying of what is really a poor person? What does it mean to be poor or have money? Is this person that don't wear designer every day, are they poor? Literally, you know what I mean? But then you have people who don't understand Aje or what it means to have wealth, because they do believe having that designer is what it verifies you as being a wealthy person. So you got to be careful with what you even associate with tangible items. Wealth is not just tangible. The beauty of it is that's what it says. It's not just tangible, is because wealth is tangible. We do need it to live every day and survive on this planet, you know, apparently, but it's a mind, it's a state of mind. And if you don't have that state of mind, you will never have Aje. If you do not have the state of mind, know what Aje is.
You will not have Aje.
You will never have Aje.
Yes, because you will always be chasing a material thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you won't recognize when she blessed you with wealth.
Aje.
Because Aje might have touched you, and when she did, boom, a spouse came, children came, a suitable career came, but you didn't have this. You didn't have a billion of these. So you still feel like I need more. Did Aje just bless you with wealth?
Right there, man. That's a really good point, because even some people, and not even to go into like, relationship things or like everyday things, some people, let me just go ahead and say it, some men will feel like they shouldn't get with a woman, or be like vetting or going for a woman because of not having money. Well, all the while Aje could have been sending you this woman so you can have money in your pocket. But people will go against that and not realize that you're really focused on. I asked the person the other day, like, well, I'm confused. I don't know. I just want to leave something for my family when I die. I said, well, you definitely gonna leave something for your family when you die. So what are you really talking about here? You got down to the fact that it's money. You're talking about actual money. But what are you gonna do with that when you die? It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep coming back. Where is your wealth? Is it in your, And if you want to leave something behind as a legacy, that's still that's a narrative. Aje is not based on somebody else's narrative. It is not based on what other people believe it to be. It is not. It is inner peace.
Aje, the daughter of Olokun, Orisa Aje.
Aje.
So yeah, family, that's just a couple good words for y'all to run with. Is realizing the true definition of Aje. Okay, so DG said, my sister is watching but can't comment. She wanted to ask how to get rid of a spiritual spouse that's stopping her love life. So your sister can contact me. I'm going to tell you that is typically dealing with Egbe Orun, in particular what's called Oko Orun for a woman. So Oko Orun is a spiritual husband who has to be settled so that she can be able to move on with her love life. There's various ways that we can deal with that. And when you deal with Oko Orun, typically you have to deal with specialized priests that deal with Egbe. So, I definitely have strong people who specifically deal with that problem right there, what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But Oko Orun is a big issue that a lot of people suffer from
and don't know it.
They don't know it, but they make so many movies about it. You know what I mean? But it's just, it looks like a thriller or like some type of haunting type of movie, but it'd be like
Oko or they create it to be love, and it's really some wallet. It's right. Wallet. They like the, what is that, Ghost, or what's that Whoopi Goldberg movie with Patrick Swayze? It was called something. But that, you remember what I'm talking about? It's a really old movie. And it was like he was on the outside looking at the girl with a little short hair. Anyways, it's a creepy movie. You're not gonna let her. You're not letting her go.
It's Oko. So typically, that just means like there's some type of debt with the spiritual husband, and we got to settle it. Then the person can move on. Maybe they have to receive Egbe. So sometimes the person has to actually receive their Egbe. And in extreme cases, sometimes the person has to initiate the Egbe. So all of these things have to be investigated. And then the course of action, we take it. But that's a big issue with a lot of people. And then there's men who have Aya Orun, or what's spiritual wife or heavenly wife. And she can make life difficult, or she can take money out your pocket.
I started food.
Food? Oh God.
I started food. Chicken.
She always cooks. She is a cooking person. It's Osun about the last stuff. Osun is she's one of the masters of the kitchen. Shango can rival her though. Shango can rival Osun in that kitchen. Yes. But yeah, that DG, that sounds like a Oko Orun problem. That's how you get rid of them. And sometimes Oko Orun can manifest through your physical relationships can be results of your Oko Orun or your spiritual husband getting in the way of things. And it can manifest as a crazed lover or an obsessive lover or any of those things. It's just your Oko Orun working through that person to stop your love life.
Wait, to initiate the Egbe.
Yeah.
All of this stuff.
Because Oko Orun can manifest through people and bring you to the wrong lovers and make you think it's the right lover because they know that as long as you with this person, ain't nothing going good for you. And so it's a mind game that Oko Orun can play, but you can get the Oko Orun off your back.
Like the movie Shutter, we still didn't watch it. We did watch it, didn't we?
I didn't watch it.
I think I just looked it up.
Yeah.
I probably just skipped to the end or something like that. If you remember the movie Shutter, it was wilding. Oko Orun all day. Excuse me. Ayarun.
Ayarun.
How you spell it?
Aya.
Aya. Ayarun. Because the girl that she was in love with him, they dated. She died. She actually, I think, committed suicide. Which some of y'all don't need to be hiding because I know a couple people who actually did have spouses that committed suicide. And those would be Oko Orun. Or
like Oko Orun problems can lead to that. Yeah.
Or no, the person became the Oko Orun.
In death.
I said death.
But the initial issues a lot of times is still
probably another one. Yeah.
Because you got so many spiritual spouses through life.
That is true.
So
hope we don't have those problems.
It's in the Ifa. The priests have to deal with all of these things. So always appreciate y'all priests, man. Because you don't know all the problems that they peel off of you. Yeah. They have to cleanse away from them in some way. But yeah, family.
It's important.
It's real deal.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, y'all. But I'm glad we got to chop it up.
Don't look for Aje. Accept Aje.
Yes. You don't have to look for Aje, just accept her.
No one shows herself.
No one she's showing herself now.
Yeah. You got me Aje before I even knew. That was Ifafolarin. You know what's funny? He's Esuwale and I'm Ifafolarin. And that's like Wale though. Wale though. And he had an album called Ifafolarin.
Yeah.
Wale though.
Wale, I think is a child of Shango.
It's Egbe too. That's Christian. I don't know if it's Christian. Yeah, Wale though. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that end up like coinciding with. Well, that's Egbe.
Yeah, Egbe. Egbe moves. Egbe is strong. I mean, maybe I'll come on here and do a whole live on Egbe with y'all. Because people love when we talk about Egbe.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, people love when we talk about Egbe.
People don't know about Egbe and explain so much.
Yes, when you know Egbe, it make a lot of things in your life make sense. It's just how it go.
Not in quarters, but like 3 times.
Yeah, when you know about Egbe, it make your life make sense, family. So yeah.
It does.
But yeah, family, we an hour and a half in, so I'm gonna we go sign out and keep it moving. Y'all subscribe. If y'all want to be in the class, hit me up. I'm gonna probably make a half of an announcement about it, and then it's going back underground, y'all. Cause y'all seen how I already rocked in Nigeria. Y'all watched it. I still got footage dropping from that.
It is a really helpful class, and it's, I don't know why the community of Ifa, a lot of people gatekeep information. You don't think of Ifa as one of those traditions where you have to gatekeep, especially because we're not slaves anymore, people. You don't have to hold secrets or nothing. You don't have to hide that you practice Ifa. But it's not easy to find the right information, just about the basic information.
Yeah, I mean, when you have people that's learning under you, you should pour into them.
But people don't do that.
Yeah.
They gatekeep.
A lot of people don't even pour into their
That's what I'm
students,
saying.
yeah.
Your actual student, like that, people don't do that, and that's weird to me.
No, I'll be giving the game to if you came to me to learn, you gonna get the game. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. But every teacher is different, so that's them.
There's that.
I'm a child of Eshu, so you want to learn, then you learn. If you ain't ready for this information, then you won't really, you ain't gonna get to the point to get it.
Yeah.
Cause your Egungun won't let you. Appreciate you, DeAndre. 10K, you know it.
It's lit.
It's lit.
I was waiting on it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we hitting milestones, y'all.
Milestone.
Underground.
What's the next milestone you gonna do?
101 like a Dalmatian.
Say
nah. I already hit that.
What was it?
I already hit 101 like a Dalmatian.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe the road to 15K.
15K.
We on the road to 15K right now.
15K. I think 20K would be too long. 15, then maybe 30 or something.
20K is a cat down the road.
Yeah.
Well, we on the road to 15. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We on the road to 15K. Is it? So Natasha said, "I love Olokun. I'll give y'all a little bit more game while we on here." Natasha said, "I love Olokun. Thank you for the information. I did hear about Aje, but didn't know much about Aje. Thank you." So I hope that you learned something about Aje. So if y'all have any question, this is the time to ask. Because Big Brujo is about to check out at a minute. You hear me? I heard somebody in here cooking.
Hell yeah, there was food.
I heard somebody in here cooking. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see what that's about. So I can answer a couple more questions. And then you already know. Alafia need, Nandy. So yeah. If y'all got questions, y'all can ask.
I'm still learning a lot about Olokun. Which is not like a lot, but
yeah, Olokun. I've seen Olokun a couple times. There was a Olokun shrine I couldn't go in because it was locked away. That Olokun shrine was locked away. But then there in Benin, I got to see Olokun. They had their Olokun in a shrine room.
What do they normally have Olokun next to where they by themselves?
They can keep Olokun next to Aje. So, but a lot of times, a lot of people might keep Olokun off to Olokun self.
By itself.
But you know, some people keep them next to Yemuja. What did this say? Yeah.
Olokun.
The wave, Olokun. Right. Olokun is powerful. Olokun is powerful. I got a student who's a child of Olokun. We have a son that's a child of Olokun.
Just wild and random. Hey, y'all, baby, tell him how he went to the doctor. I didn't think it was so wrong.
So look, this is the thing, right?
That's a funny story.
Children of Olokun, you gotta understand, where does Olokun live? At the bottom of the sea. So it's not surprising that some children of Olokun is very sensitive to light.
Very.
Yeah, so you know, this kid, man, this kid, like when light hit his eyes, he just, you know what I'm saying? He go to the doctor. What? They trying to check his pupil.
Oh my God!
The doctor looking like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with his eye. He just, there's nothing wrong with his eye.
But how can the doctor explain Orisha?
But the doctor doesn't understand Orisha.
Does not understand Orisha. What was something else? Somebody just told me a story about what the doctor couldn't necessarily find. Was that you telling me about something?
Yeah, because the doctors never. This is the thing, right? Doctors are not trained to look at spiritual characteristics of things. Mm-hmm. So a doctor can diagnose something, but then there could be spiritual reasons or spiritual characteristics associated to that ailment. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we are the holistic medicine, because we look at things from a spiritual standpoint and not just a medical field. So if somebody is afflicted with cancer, we're going to look at that totally different than the doctor. We're going to look at what Ifá said. Maybe that person is being afflicted by Iyamyo Shoronga. Yeah. Maybe that person is afflicted by Egbe and is multiplying the cancer cells in their body and making tumor. We're going to look at it a whole nother way. And we're going to make the Ebo. That's why a lot of people who have these ailments, they initiate to Ifá, and then their cancer counts go all the way down. Untraceable. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand things from a whole nother perspective. The doctor gonna tell me I got indigestion, but I know it's Iyami. Okay.
How can the doctor explain that?
How can the doctor explain it?
And when it can be the solution, literally. Okay. Ifá will be a solution.
Because then when we take care of Iyami, now that the indigestion ain't turned up for some reason, it's calm.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So it's the world is so big that everything has not been explored and studied. Like you got to think, even like when you watch ghost stories and stuff or ghost hunters, when they're in these houses, now you can sense the ghost with the electric sensor, and you can sense when paranormal activity is going to happen. But we've been knew about this. We've been telling y'all it's ghosts walking around here that we call Egbe. Right. We call them Egbe. Y'all call them ghosts. But we know it's something in here, and it ain't just us.
It ain't us.
They was calling people crazy, all this, and now they got shows where they hook the sensors up, and now it's a known fact. When that paranormal activity is happening, it's going off. Ding, 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 ding.
But you wild, because you're going to say, we knew that was it. That's what we called you for. That's what we already knew.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell me it was a ghost. I already know it was a ghost.
I already knew it was there.
No, for real, though. That's ridiculous. Yeah. But that is true, though. You cannot diagnose it. You can't see. And then they at the time, if I'm a doctor, I'm not about to study Ifá. I'm not going into that.
As a doctor,
I got a lot of other stuff to worry about and focus on right now. So, you get it. You stay in your lane. Doctors aren't nutritionists, so they always telling me I need to eat some meat. And that's wilding. I'm not doing that. But they're not nutritionists. I didn't focus on that.
Yeah. So all my students, anybody who have protections, all those protections are going to be sent out soon. The Makutos are really about done. These are just a couple, but I got a lot more. So these already got fed, and the Sajitis, they is getting cooked up.
Mm-hmm.
So those Sajitis is real strong.
And they gotta get cooked up for literally.
Cause I gotta make them durable for y'all.
Literally cooked up.
Yeah, I gotta do things to it to make it durable. So I ain't gonna give them the game.
No,
cause too many people listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, them things gotta be shored up so that it can sit outside and withstand the elements. Because when you, I don't want to give all that up. But this, I'm gonna just say one thing. I'm gonna just say one thing. When you make what they call Sagidi, or some people say Shajidi, it's a protection deity, and it can at times look like a type of an Eshu, but in many places they consider a Sajidi as its own deity. All right. And they are not made from Yangi stone. They're not made from concrete. They're not made from wood. They're not made from any of those things.
Do they have legs?
No.
They do not have Sajitis do not have legs.
I mean, like, maybe somebody made it like that, and they the basis of it, you don't see a lot of them with the legs.
No.
I ain't seen them with legs. That's real Sajidi. Because
that's real Sajidi.
Yes, because the things that they call in Sagidi is really in Kisis.
Okay, what's in Kisis?
It's from Congo religions.
It's not Sagidi.
It's not that.
Which one? What does Nigerian say, Sajidi or Sagidi?
Sagidi. But some parts would might say it's Sagidi.
I like Sagidi.
So basically, and see, I'm really giving a game because this on Sagidi, you can't Google it. It's ungoogleable. You're gonna get all wrong information.
It's ungoogleable.
You're gonna get all wrong information.
Ungoogleable. I'll be using that from now on.
Ungoogleable.
I ain't saying nothing else but ungoogleable.
A Sagidi is molded out of clay. Period.
Talk about it.
It's not made out of concrete. It's not made out of wood. It's not made out of Eshu Yangi. It's not Botanica Eshu.
It's not Botanica Eshu. Y'all better stop it. It's not Botanica.
When you talk about Sagidi, it's a deity that's highly protective. It protects your home, your front door. But it's made out of dirt. In particular, clay, because clay is what can be molded to harden and keep a form. I seen them when I was in Benin.
They got different types depending on
it's a similar styles. You know what I mean? Like just like the ones I got from my students, they look similar to that, but they're in like a certain contained area. Because they got them like a set type of where they're immovable. You know what I'm saying? Basically. So like they consecrate it based on it being immovable. But it's made out of the dirt, out of the clay. That's how Sagidi is made. And then there's herbs that are mixed inside of it, and incantations and other things that go inside of each one to birth it, to make it come alive. You see this? I'm not gonna put. You see this? These is herbs.
I bet you don't put those in your Sagitis.
Sagidi has to have herbs in it. You understand? This is what this is, family. This is herbs. You see that? These herbs is from Yoruba land. You see this? These is herbs. This is what goes into when you make it Sagidi. It's different ones. Different herbs. And with those herbs, we incant things, we enchant things, we add other stuff into it, and we birth it. and then we add things on top of it to enhance the protective nature of it. You know what I'm saying? So some of them, you see this? Some of them we take nails, we take pins, you know what I'm saying? And we enforce the Sigidi. So I don't understand all this. I just gave y'all a 1-2 step on that whole thing. If somebody tries to talk about a Sigidi as a wooden object with spikes in it, that is not Sigidi. That is something else that's coming out of Congo. That is not that. You know what I mean? So that's just the game. I just had to tell y'all that because, man, that stuff was bugging me. I'm seeing people, what are y'all talking about? See? That was not Sigidi. If all that stuff I just showed you ain't inside of it, mixed into it, all this extra Aje that go inside of it, it's not Sigidi. It's confectioned. You got to confection it. And then it stands strong and protects. Anything that come to your door, Sigidi is send it away. Straight up. Anything that comes to your door gets sent away. I'm glad you enjoyed the live, Natasha. So yeah, I got them protections going out to certain students that ordered them. And that's what it is. I don't offer that to the public though. So the reason I don't offer them type of protections to the public, because my enemies are come trying to buy them. My enemies have come try to buy the same protections that I'm selling to protect themselves from this work. So I don't sell those protections to people. Only my students have access to them. Peace. I'm doing great today, Miss Apples. I'm doing great. But yeah, I don't sell them type of protections to the public. No. If you see me selling things to the public protection, it's more basic type of protection that, like, it'll protect you from most of maybe more basic things that people can do to you. But as far as like a real priest that want to get at you, they is not built for that. That type of stuff I keep to my students. People who are my students, you can't touch them. No. I protect my students. You can't touch them. All these shrines I got in this room, if I got to walk in this camera, I couldn't even do it. Because there's stuff in this room that you can't see on camera. There's stuff in this very shrine room right now, you cannot see it on camera. No. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to how I operate in services, when people want to make ebos, they want to do Aaron de Lagoon, they can book it. When people want Itefa, I don't sell that on no site. You got to hit me up. I got to know about you, know of you, and know that this is not like, somebody with ulterior motives coming to me to get this work. Because why? Certain things I keep to my own students and my family. So yeah. It's a lot of stuff I know in this game, family. It's a lot of stuff I know in this game. And a lot of it I have to keep to just a certain group of people who want to learn. Greetings to you, Ms. B. Greetings to you. So yeah, like Sigidi, you will not see me sell no Sigidi on mainstream, because why? Why would I do that? The same people who my enemies be trying to buy it up from fake accounts and stuff so that they can be protected. No, man. No. No, no, no. Now, people who study with me, I got you. So yeah, it's strong. And with that, with those Sagitis, I bring instructions on how people serve them, how people deal with them when they gotta get fed, all that stuff. All that stuff. So yeah. It's a lot of stuff in Ifa that's similar like that. You know, you can receive akoshes. All of those akoshes that you receive are not the same. All akoshes are not built the same. There's akoshes that do all type of stuff in this world. And, you know, all of those akoshes that do those type of things, it's not even meant for everybody to have it because they'll abuse it. You feel me? So those type of akoshes, you keep them to people who you know can handle it. You know? It's like that. So it's just a little bit of that's just a little bit of insights, y'all. You know what I mean? That's just a little bit of insights. But yeah. So now you know. If somebody come talking to you about some Sagitis and it's some wooden statue, that is not that. Sagitis are earthen creatures. They're earthen beings. They come out the earth. You gotta mold them with your hands. You gotta work clay. You gotta, you know what I mean? That's what that is. Get your hands dirty. Oni sheshe. You gotta get your hands dirty. You want to make Sagitis and stuff. You gotta get your hands dirty. And I was telling them, I don't sell that for everybody. That's for the students because my enemies will go buying it up to protect themselves from this work. No. If I offer the protection to the public, it ain't gonna protect you if I get on you. It ain't gonna protect from that. No. It's enough to keep the average practitioner that might know hoodoo, that might know a little bit of something, a little bit of jar stuff. It'll keep them off of you for sure. But when we get into that heavier protection, I gotta know you. You gotta be my student, my family, my friend, something like that. A long-term follower that been following me for a long time. That's the people I hook up with them type of protection, and I only will sell it to them because I don't care to make money and be selling mainstream and all that. No, you see, for years that I've been on this internet, I never sold my platform out, y'all. You never see me get on here and start selling it out. I'll go get it. Yeah, they 04 base, they throwing shade on you, but also need your drip. I know.
Thank you.
Crafting with mama. Yeah, you are so beautiful.
Tell me we blush. I get red.
Thank you, Miss B. Miss B said it right. It's so beautiful.
Thank
you. This is Aje.
Ashe.
This is Aje. You see?
Aje.
When Ifa blesses you with Aje, this is Aje. It comes with happiness, contentment. You happy with your life. You know what I mean? You don't have to go about trying to prove that you're somebody that you're not. You know what I mean? Just generally unhappy people. No. Aje is being content with your life and happy with what you have.
What are you searching for, really?
Yeah, what you're searching for.
What are you really searching for?
Yeah.
And I don't know why anybody think they can do it without a spouse, but it's not true. You need to stop that. We're getting too old for that. I'm not.
As you get older, you should get wise.
Yeah.
But in life, you have people who are more miserable, and you know, they be needing to get some wisdom because they're just miserable people. So Kirk says, I have a partner who had his heart poisoned with lies against me, and my guardian told me they had been fighting off something from the pile of my own bed. I don't have any more info than that. That's stuff that can get that's something that can get cleaned off though through Ebo. You just have to look in. We would have to look into it and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And you have to also know, is that partner really aligned in destiny with you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
that is important.
If that partner is not aligned with destiny with you, it's going to be easy for them to get off the path of building with you because they're not aligned with your destiny.
That's very important because everything that glitter ain't gold. Let's start there. Just because you want it so bad don't mean you should have it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people get like really discouraged from relationships when it comes to that too.
Mm-hmm.
So just be mindful that like this person just probably wasn't aligned with your destiny, and that's why it didn't work out. So don't hate the relationships or judge other people based on that. Really, maybe this person just didn't work for your destiny, literally your life.
Yeah.
I'm talking about short term.
And if you have so much question about it, you can always consult and we can find out. And then
consult.
And then move accordingly. But realize this, when Ifa says sometimes people not aligned with your destiny, it's because Ifa can see things that you don't see down the road. So Ifa might have seen, if this person is in a relationship with this person, it's going to lead down the road to them being afflicted by a witchcraft that's going to throw off this person's destiny. Real. So then Ifa would say, oh no, they're not compatible.
This person ain't strong enough.
Yeah, this person ain't strong enough.
Gonna come up here. She gonna throw it off, or he gonna throw it off.
Yeah.
They gonna talk too much or spill the beans. You about to die. Like it's just a bunch of.
It's just a bunch of like too much for me to worry about. I am a mortal being. You know, I am not Eshu. I'm a child of Eshu. Eshu's in my body because I initiated to him. But I am indeed a human, and that's why I have Ifa.
That's why.
So I don't have to think about all that. That's too much to think about.
Just consult.
Just consult.
Just consult.
And we'll figure it out. You know.
You can believe it or not, but when you ask Ifa, and Ifa say no, don't bring up the red flags you saw before.
Yeah.
Don't
do it.
Don't bring up the red flags.
Exactly.
Don't make an excuse for the red flags.
And it happens like people will curse your spouse.
Yeah.
People send stuff at my wife all the time. That's why she's laughing.
This is so wild. Because what I do, I didn't even do that. I didn't go get his girl. But for real though, you have to be. Oh, thank you. It's my baby. It's my honey bunny. But no, people say, but you have to be able to be like, what if your spouse is not strong enough for that?
Right.
What if my Gungun wasn't strong enough? What if Egbe was not?
Because what people don't know is she's an Egungun baby, and she's an Egbe baby.
It's a lot of power behind her.
So if you want to play with her, you can think that it's sweet.
Like I don't have protection or something.
You can
I got Eshu as a husband. That's wild. Okay. Like you don't. All right. That's why I can laugh at the fact that people actually sing.
They be throwing work on my wife all the time.
I'll be like, yo, I don't feel good. It don't even make sense.
And then I'll be like, look, take this, go do this. Yeah. Next thing you know, we come on the internet and somebody messed up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Look at it.
So look. So funny. Michael Perry, you can message me, Michael. If you want to consult, you can message me so I can find out like what kind of consult you looking for. Because you can get it for different consult. So let me put my email. Just email me here at kingbrujo@yahoo.com. Miss B, Idafa is Ifa consultation. When we consult, Ikini Ifa, or we consult Orunmila to look into the Odu Ifa that's currently affecting you. Then we find the Ebo to help move this aspect of destiny so you can have progress in your life. Any problems or challenges that you have, it get wrapped up in the Ebo. So, okay, that Odu is going to encompass everything that's going on. If you got legal problem, if you got spousal problem, if you got health problem, that Odu Ifa is going to wrap everything up.
I don't know why nobody believes that Ifa is the answer. And I'm not saying that like a Christian trying to convert anybody. You ain't got to do nothing. You don't have to initiate an Ifa unless your Idafa says so, but, or your Odu says so. But it is very important to know like the benefit of a consultation. This is not
Christians come to me. So there's that. Ashley Rosario said, I love the energy, y'all. Congrats. I appreciate you.
Thank you. That is true. I have to consult.
Yeah. Okay, good. Crafting with Mama, good. That you found another temple that you could initiate. Good. So yeah, when you're ready, Ifá make a way for you.
Every time. Believe it.
Anytime, Ifá, when you're ready.
If you worried, I don't have money for that, you're not ready. That's Ifá telling you.
Ifá will give you anything that you need to do in this culture. Ifá will give it to you when it's time.
The first time I found out my Orisha, I think I had just started a job. This was before, right? Before I came. And I just got a job. Well, I just got my first check. And I was like, I wanted to find out my head Orisha. Now, what if I would say, I don't have the money for that or something like that? That meant a little bit, but I'm not ready. But you would know, like, you will not have a problem with doing it.
Yeah. Any Orisha, anything that you need to do in this culture, the deities will make sure you can do it. That's just how it go. And when you get it, and when you get that thing done, they will replenish whatever it is that you spent. It's Ifá.
This is Ifá.
This is Ifá.
It's different.
Yeah, see, look. Crafting with Mama, she said it really did. Money-wise and my issues, everything aligned, right? When it's time, everything is going to work out. The deities are very powerful. Although they're very primordial, they're old.
I like that word, primordial.
They are very powerful and they move in ways that you can't begin to understand because you're a mortal being.
You're just a mere mortal.
Yeah.
We are mere mortals.
Michael, if you want to know your Orisha, we can do that. I do that all the time for people. Yeah, Ebos aren't for any games.
No, because you better follow those taboos.
Yeah, you got to follow taboos when you get Ebo.
Do not consult and forget Ebo.
Yeah.
Please don't.
If you consult Ifá, you should make Ebo. If you made consultation, you should follow recommendations. Because them recommendations is the cheat code to crack the matrix puzzle.
That's it. That's all it is. Nobody won't get that. If I can stress anything, Ifá.
I would tell you one thing, and then we will get off this live. Ifá is the computer coding of nature.
Binary code.
Ifá is the computer coding of your soul. And this is why when you look at Odu Ifá, it's made out of ones and twos, which is actually ones and zeros, because the 2 actually represents a 0. And so when you look at a computer coding, what do you see? Ones and zeros. And so when you mark an Odu Ifá, that is the computer coding of your soul. That is the computer coding of nature. And it's tapping directly into the root of who you are. And to give you a solution. That is the power of Ifá. This is why everybody comes to Ifá. This is why all your favorite celebrities, Cardi B with Elec is on, Summer Walker, Beyonce, 21. All these people come to Ifa, future. Because why? Ifa is the computer coding that cracked the matrix. And it's so old that you can't even begin to imagine how old Ifa is. Ifa comes from the Niger-Congo region. Do your homework on Niger-Congo, and then you will understand where Kemetic science came from. You will understand the origin of the Bantu people in Niger-Congo. This is Ifa. When you ask the elders and you say, how long has Ifa been here? They'll tell you Ifa has been here since there was people that we can understand what this even was. Ifa is older than you can begin to understand with your mortal mind.
Ifa is so old it has its own language.
Ifa is so old it's its own language.
It has its own
this
language.
Is ancient stuff.
Benin.
I don't know why people. The only reason that you have the artifacts in Egypt that seem to be older is because that's a desert, so things can be preserved in a desert. When you get into West and Central Africa, this is rainforest.
Moisture.
Everything moisture disintegrates everything quick. So it's harder to find things that can point to certain societies, but what you do find is artifacts that date back 850,000 years that show people when they were using tools, and this is in Niger-Congo. So now we have to ask ourselves, how long were the civilizations really there? Because when we talk about Niger-Congo as a language, it dates back over 10,000 years as a language. So how long were people there before we were able to document that language? This is Ifa. And the origin of Niger-Congo is where? On the border of modern day Cameroon and Nigeria. This is Ifa. And with that said, family, you know, I ain't tapped out teaching because I'm gonna still be talking I'm gonna still be talking when I get off this live. But this is too much for TV.
I'll tell you.
And I gotta, you know what I mean? I'm just getting the class ready because a lot of people from the class is in here. So I'm just getting the class ready to start back up because I'm back from Africa and we ready to teach.
Do this.
You know what I'm saying? Now, hold up. Master Damas, I got one for you, brother. He said, I consulted Ifa about my purpose. Chill, babe. Chill, babe. Don't get on him. Hold up. I got him. He said, I consulted Ifa about my purpose and found out that one of my taboos was not to date white women. Mind you, I was never a bunny hopper.
Okay.
Guess what? Guess what? One of my taboos is the same thing. So, black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
That is so funny.
If she ain't chocolate, I can't rock it.
No.
If she ain't a black queen, I can't get in between that chocolate. Do you hear me?
No, for real.
Yeah, so you know, but when Ifa gives taboos like that, it's not just because it's being biased. Nah, Ifa's giving taboos like that because it sees something in your destiny that type of woman will bring you something bad. So there's even people where So there's also times in Ifa where it might tell you to date a lighter woman. You know what I'm saying? It just Ifa is very literal. You know what I mean?
Very literal.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with that though.
But you know, cause that's as you get hype.
As you do.
You know what I mean? Black queens forever. And I never bunny hopped in my life. And when Ifa says that though, when Ifa says white woman, Ifa is really talking about women who can like sunburn.
Fair skin.
Yeah, fair skin.
Porcelain skin. Like
porcelain skin, fair skin woman. So that goes for Asian too. So if you get an Asian woman and her skin is real fair and she can sunburn, that applies.
That is good because my
Yeah.
sister was just saying she was getting sunburned, but they're my color. But she gets sunburned, but she's not a fair skin.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
It's more so like a person who's easily sunburned, like fair skinned, like porcelain white skinned. So you can get by with a light skinned sister who tans. You can get that off, but you gotta consult. You know what I mean? Consult.
That includes European descent. Don't nobody say.
Yeah, like because
Lebanon.
yeah. No, don't be playing games trying to be. Oh no, she's from Lebanon.
Lebanon,
white.
No.
Oh no. She's Armenian. White. She's Armenian now. She's not.
Don't y'all do it.
White.
Swear to God. She's from Bosnia. No. White.
White.
I know they look like they could be African. They not. Don't do it. It might be built like an African woman, but they ain't African.
Right.
Do not be confused, my brother.
Yeah. You must not lose focus, brother.
Don't lose focus, my brother.
You must not lose focus, my brother. You know what I'm saying? If you see a fine white girl walking down the street, just say that is taboo.
That is taboo. You better remind yourself.
You better remind yourself. Keep it walking. You know what I mean?
It's a reason.
It's a reason.
Taboos are funny too, because you'll get a taboo and you'll be like, well, I never did that in the first place. Probably because it was a taboo in the first place.
Or if I know you would have been tempted by it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had one for me die for one time. I can't eat walnuts. I don't even like walnuts. It's ridiculous. Thank you. This is my Egbe husband. So
see, look at it. Pale skin friends even cause trouble. I'm telling you.
Is crazy.
You better listen to Ifá.
Sometimes I don't think straight.
You know what I'm saying? Look, Kirk said you guys are killing me and I'm a white guy.
He's saying about white guy. I've never heard about white guys yet. I have not heard a taboo against white.
No, because it flips.
Oh yes, you're right. Okay, so boom, if you have any dafa and they come out and say this a man shouldn't date white women, if that taboo came out for a woman, it means that she shouldn't date white men.
Nah,
keep that in mind.
Kirk, you good, Kirk. You good, Kirk. You know, my best friends are white.
My best friends are white. Yeah, my best friends are white.
I got hit with it. Cool. Yeah, my best friends are white.
Some of my best friends are white.
But now when Ifá says things like that, it's not because Ifá is being biased. It's a literal reason for that specific person. Like down the line, Ifá said, if they get with this type of person, something good will not happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's the same thing with foods. Like Ifá's not biased against walnuts.
Right.
But for this specific person, walnut would not be good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with the church. Sometimes Ifá will warn a person, don't go into the church or the mosque. Right. It ain't because Ifá is biased against the church or the mosque. It's literally because like Ifá seen down the road on the way to church, you would get into a deadly accident. Mm-hmm. So Ifá said, don't go to church because you don't know the day that's going to happen.
One of the old dudes for the year said, don't, he was working at the Amazon. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
One of the old dudes for the year said, don't wear black, the world old dudes. Mm-hmm. But then one of his students was like, he can only wear black. He should wear black. Like you have to wear black. So
then that's when we just divine and see what's what. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all. But yeah, Kirk, we just busted your chops. But that's good. Sometimes Ifá can bring you in through your partner. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your partner's mother can bring you in. A spouse can, because their ancestors are merging with yours.
I wouldn't have dealt with Ifá if it wasn't for you.
It happened.
Yeah. I wouldn't have not being in Atlanta.
Right, because Atlanta.
It threw me off. I loved Orisha though. And guess who still put me on to Orisha in the first of my spouses. So
there's that. So yeah, Atlanta will turn you off.
It'll turn you off from everything.
Right.
Anything. Atlanta will turn you off from food if it wasn't so good out here. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
It's so much stuff.
But yeah, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed this live, little entertainment.
He is gone, Oda. It's okay.
So yeah. So Miss B said, I had an Odu Ifa to not buck up against the police. During that time, I kept having run-ins with the police like crazy. Yes. When Ifa gives you a taboo,
please follow
it ain't that you're doing that thing. It's that you can incur that situation. And when you incur that situation, it can get real bad.
Want to talk about Scooter?
No, I ain't even. That's too much science for me. I ain't even gonna do it.
That's ridiculous.
So, it's like, yeah, that's the thing. But family, I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Peace.
10K.
Shout out 10K.
We on the road to 15K. Blang blang.
I was
every time it come around, they say blang blang.
Rerod is spin. I can't do it yet.
Rerod is finished. Rerod is finished. We don't stop. Rerod is finished. Rerod is finished.
Oh my God!
We don't stop. Rerod is finished. Cause babe, you gotta be cool.
I'm not that cool.
See, she gotta be cool like me. Hold up.
Yeah.
You feel me? We ride and spinach. We ride and spinach. We don't stop. We ride and spinach. You feel me? You on it?
Throw some D's on it.
You heard? Throw some E's on it.
Yeah, that's it.
You heard?
Why
Throw some E's on it. So yeah, family. But it's been good chopping it up with y'all, man. Everybody be blessed. We catch you on the next one with Dabo.
Oh, Dabo.
Oh, shit.